Sorry, we didn't see you come in.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
How's it
shit.
going,
You to
guys?
join us.
Oh, that's weird.
I think this is episode 38.
Yes.
Sick.
When was the last time we had these guys on?
Oh, I don't even know. That was probably before the year started.
I think it was before episode 10.
2018.
I
Before
think it was
episode
like
10?
yeah.
That was
Were we number 9?
Really
It was
early
post
on.
Silver Age tour, so
Yeah,
it was
post-Silver
it
Age.
was it like the
Like 2018.
the cusp of what is cusp the beginning of a thing? What's
Yeah,
the
it's like
cusp?
right on the
Right
edge
at
of
the
it.
lip.
Right
Edge
at
of
the,
it?
right at
So
the
was
slip
it
of
on
the
the
slope.
cusp
Slip
of
of the
2019, or was it right before
I
2019?
think it was before.
I think it was cold.
I don't think
That's-
there was
remember
snow.
that much.
It was cold, but no snow.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cooler temperatures.
And we had the Seinfeld background.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was definitely that was definitely
Yeah.
way back.
in the winter,
was
yeah.
sick.
But yeah, welcome back, dudes.
Yeah.
Good to be
Thank
back.
you.
Thank you
Yeah.
for having us.
We got Romancer in the house.
Yo.
If
By the
you
way,
didn't
welcome
know.
y'all. Episode 38, APE Audio Podcast. I'm
Oh,
Ian.
baby, I'm Pedrick.
And you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Again.
My name is Riley.
Yo, I'm Adam.
My name is Ben, and I've never been in an adult film before. This is my first time.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I think I made my mind about who's my favorite member of Brockhampton though.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Wow, you've been
It's-
thinking this whole time.
I have been thinking of it
I'm
the
glad.
whole time, and it's probably gonna be either Bareface or is it Ramil, the guy who does like the beat production, like
Yeah,
the beat
yeah,
production?
yeah.
He's got like
Oh.
the thick eyebrows.
100%.
You know,
Yeah, that team, like that production team, they're unreal. They're next
Yeah.
level.
like a powerhouse. It's
I
crazy.
never bothered to learn any of their names. Way too many
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
I only really started paying attention kind of after watching interviews with them, and then I was like, okay, cool. It's like you get to know them because it's hard to kind of like not to decipher every member like through the songs. Oh, I'm sorry. Not to decipher each member through the songs, but like once you kind of like see how they are in an interview, and then you're like, oh, cool. It's almost like it's easier to translate through the songs in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see them wearing the shiny suits?
Yeah, the little like
Yeah.
reflective suits, and
Yeah.
it's like in their music videos, and it's like they're
You say
Pull it
that
up.
they wore them on Ellen too?
yeah,
You said
yeah.
they wore them on Ellen.
Adam, you want to pull
That'd
that
be
up?
cool. Yeah, I want to.
Adam,
I
pull
want
up
to
those
see 'em on
reflective
I
suits.
want
Up on the
Ellen. I just
YouTube.
love Ellen. I'm just down to watch some Ellen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Sounds great.
while Adam is doing that, I remember on our first episode before we aired,
What?
Ian kicked over your ragu jar and made a big old mess.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember specifically Ian doing this as well with his huge foot.
Yeah,
Yes.
His
unbelievable.
huge, unforgiving, cruel foot.
So to
And
make
then
up,
he stomped on it barefoot because he balls.
Yep.
up for
Ian's mistake. Oh, it's sugar too. This is
made me
Oh,
go
he's
home.
egregious
This is
error.
my
You're
favorite.
fucking with me. No.
We brought you one.
you
Guys.
Wow.
I don't know if we're
have
trying
to
to
do
encourage
this.
the jar.
Oh, you got.
Like I think Ben swapped the jar.
This is the process. Look how happy he is.
Jar's back, baby.
For those who are listening, we have a
is cool.
ragu jar full of water to redeem the.
This is better than
fallen
ragu,
hero.
man. You got some premium shit today.
Yeah, we
Only for you.
Gotta get those
Still got the
leftover
tomato in
molecules
there.
from what was ever in the jar
You want to smell
before.
that? You want to hit that ranch?
Oh my god. Okay, I
Okay,
put
guys.
a-
Smell in the jar.
Everybody take a
spicy
sip.
jar.
Everybody take a sip first.
I didn't have a water bottle once, but I really wanted to
beautiful,
drink
guys.
tea.
I put so much soap in that thing.
I love that
Oh,
you did.
it's like-
This is perfect.
It's
No.
like a tomato flavored
Yeah.
or tomato scented
this
soap.
This is cleaner than I have ever gotten one in the whole like 6 years I've been drinking out of fucking jars because I've been a scrub for that long. So thank you very much, Patrick. Thank
You're
you
very
so
welcome.
much. I really appreciate
There's a
it.
lot of
for
goo gone on that.
Scrubbing the jars.
I'm not, this one's going on the shelf. This one's the good one for home. This is like the like
just
gin
leave
and
the
tonic
house.
jar, not the not the on the road jar that gets broken in Toronto in the sidewalk.
So many good stories about jars breaking. We only have the two as a band. We only have the 2 times that you've broken a jar. But I
But the
thought it
3
was
being the one here as well, though. There's
Fucking
3.
Ian.
there's another one I don't know.
Yeah. The one time we were in that basement that was called JJ's Bar and Grill, but it wasn't a bar and grill. It was a basement without a bar or grill.
Did you bring it?
Still really good because
Yeah.
it was very anti-fa and that was fucking sick. We
picks,
were on
the
tour with Rarity and I put my jar on like
Oh,
this
yeah.
counter behind us, like a workbench kind of thing, right behind the bass cab. And I
Okay.
guess it must have rattled too much because it ate shit and it shattered. I also dumped a bunch of picks there that night. I think that's why we haven't been invited back. Also because it's in like Missouri or something. But yeah, it was a really nice venue though. Really nice people.
Ben, do you have a favorite story of causing damage?
What do you mean by
I have
causing
one.
damage?
with
Causing
the
damage
jar?
on stage.
Is
On
it the
stage.
mic?
On stage. So
yeah.
let's
Yeah, 'cause
purely
you're
in the
really
context.
energetic on stage. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, some people say I play too much. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Play
not
too
enough.
much.
Play too
Not
much.
enough.
Too much.
Don't move around. No. I was gonna make a Tommy Wiseau quote. I was gonna
Oh.
Do it.
You can
No,
do it.
no.
We're
I
already
want to
there.
tell a story. So there was this one time where Benny, Rock the Mill.
This is the one I'm thinking of.
Cambridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Beautiful.
this is a video on Facebook. You can go to our Facebook page and look at this video. So it was 2015.
Yeah,
2015.
ish.
It was our second Rock the Mill.
Yes.
I think we were
And-
still Lancaster at the time too. Like with this.
Potentially, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
No
yeah.
doubt.
We
yeah.
had new songs, but we hadn't made the name change yet. We were still Lancaster.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like the end of Fireworks. Did we end with?
Either that or
Okay.
like Oh yeah. It was probably
doesn't-
fireworks. Fuck it, it was probably fireworks.
Let's say
Wow.
let's
Yeah.
say it's Fireworks. And I remember because it was just like da jum jum, and then one last movement of the song. Like here's the last shot. And I think Ben, you whacked over the mic stand,
Yeah.
and literally
Did
just
a big spin.
did a big spin, hit the mic
Oh,
stand,
no.
and I think the mic stand hit the monitor in front of you, right?
Yeah.
And then like imagine a mic on the stand and like you know when like a mic stand holding a mic, here's the mic, and it hits something that motion,
Oh yeah.
it hits the monitor, and then just the mic could not, there was not enough friction on the mic clip, and the mic just I think just shot towards the crowd.
Mhm.
It was was it Angus Audio?
Probably. Yeah. It was like I was so sorry because like we were new to this. And I didn't realize like that venues don't give a shit about SM58s, but I was still very sorry. I was very worried for the mic.
I remember
'cause I
us
also
walking
ate
off the
shit,
stage
too.
and you
Yeah.
had grabbed the mic that you had just smashed down. You were like, I am so sorry.
It's like zapping you at the same time.
You got zapped.
Yeah.
Did you? When?
Oh.
Yeah, we were playing a show at
The Legion.
The Legion in Milton.
Oh yeah.
It was with her boys.
That's a place to get
in
a mic
trauma
set
lanes.
from.
Yeah. And I remember because we were in the middle of a song and there was a part where I kind of I forgot that I had to do background vocals, so I kind of run over to the mic and quickly just give it a nice smooch while I go and do the
Ooh.
vocals, and I just get a nice zap like all around. And
Did
then
you
I
like?
just kind of like jerk
Did you like
back
take
and-
off your shoes and like slide up the carpet towards it to like build up all that
It was
friction?
like all tile. The ground was all
Oh,
tile.
fuck.
Yeah. Even there was a drum carpet that just kept sliding like so bad around like with all the kit pieces. Like it was terrible. But it was good. It was a
no.
good show. It was a fun show.
You said Milton?
Milton, yeah, Milton.
Milton Legion.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy who got lost because he was an exchange student
Lost.
from there was these guys who brought this exchange student, and he didn't really know too much English, so there was this one point where he kind of just dipped, and they didn't really know where he went. So there's like two guys who are like, we lost our friend. We like he's not used to the
doesn't
city. He
speak
doesn't know
any
much
English."
English. English. And for like 2 hours while there's like bands playing, these guys are just like running around the town.
Screaming his name.
Oh
Was it-
my god.
Oh no.
Adam, do you know how long it was until they found the guy? Yeah, it was like a couple hours. Yeah,
Oh,
and then they
no.
just kind of found him like at the end of the road, just kind of aimlessly.
He was
like,
just walking back to the venue.
yeah, just kind of walking back and
He went to go
Reminds
get
me
food,
of
didn't he?
someone.
what?
Reminds me of someone.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, what?
Do you remember in Montreal with Static Prevails?
Oh yeah.
Losing somebody or
Yeah. This is
Well,
Benny.
who you?
Me, yeah.
Yeah. He gets lost constantly.
Yeah,
well,
I
not
guess.
anymore.
It's not lost
It
to
used
me, but I'm lost
Yeah, no,
to
we just
them.
lose you.
Yeah, you guys are the ones losing
You're not
something.
lo-
Me, I'm fine.
It hasn't happened in a long time.
Hey Ben, where have you been for the last like year? I don't know, but I am their king now.
It's like,
Yeah.
what is the reason for these wanderings?
I don't know.
only thanking
Usually,
the bar staff at the end of the night.
yeah,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, that's where it starts, and then it gets down to like thanking like the sound guys and stuff, and they're like, "Oh Ben, we're gonna give you shots. Come for shots and stuff." I say,
Whoa,
"Stop,
okay.
you guys!"
Okay.
And then we take our shirts off, and then I go outside, and it's Barry, and it's so cold. And they say, Ben, you don't understand the laws of this country. You can't take the beers outside of the bar. I say, shut up, guys. I know what I'm doing.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
Barry,
all hell
it's so
breaks
cold.
loose.
Yeah,
Peterborough, so
yeah.
cold.
That was like January 3rd or
That was
something.
yeah,
fucking
cold,
time,
like
yeah.
Apex. of coldness.
2016.
Okay, so besides Barrie, was there any places that you also got lost, like maybe
Oh,
somewhere
yeah.
in the States?
No, I think
Or did you guys
states.
kinda
States, I
Stay
stayed
together.
pretty close. I think I'd
Yeah.
learned by then, but also
Yeah, we
because
were very afraid while we were
Yeah.
there, so we were
just
very
gonna ask
careful.
yeah, I don't have I don't do like the daily American plans like the roam better, roam like homes and shit. I just like keep my phone on airplane mode because I don't want to fucking pay for it. But yeah, then so I stay like really close to these guys, or at least close to Wi-Fi range at all times, so we can like message each other. But yeah, so I didn't pull my usual antics there as much. No.
You've got lost in Montreal, but like it's
Yeah.
always like you're always fine.
I'm
You're
always
never
safe
you're never
somehow.
in danger.
Yeah.
It'd be a problem if you were in danger, but sometimes you'll be in an alley talking to a homeless guy.
That's a little-
Sometimes
that's a
you'll
little
be
unusual.
in
That's
the
a
bar.
friend.
Thinking the bar staff is always very positive. A lot they just kind of get walked out on at the end of the night.
Yeah.
This is
I don't
good-
want to
it's good
leave them
thank you.
hanging. They didn't leave me hanging, so
Yeah.
I don't want to leave them hanging.
Yeah, exactly. They're providing some service for the whole
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
They helped me
nice-
out. I
nice
just
people.
I want to go have a talk afterwards and say thanks and all. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
No.
No.
No,
I have
nothing wrong with
a-
that at all.
Yeah. There's
Then I go outside and wonder where the van is. Oh no.
Already on the highway.
The ragu jar reminded me of a story.
Oh yeah.
So one time I was out of water bottles, and I needed a container to hold water, and in this case it was tea. So we had a show in Oshawa, and so the only container in my house, and my family loves ketchup, was like a 2-liter bottle of Heinz ketchup.
Oh my god.
And like you did, I
Oh,
try it,
yeah.
man. I washed it out so much.
doesn't want to get out.
So
No, it
and like
doesn't.
yeah, like I bet you washed that ragu jar like so much.
Way
like,
too much time into that.
Yeah, it's just
Thank you for that.
the glass.
It
I guess
shows,
just
man, it
gets
shows.
the glass, or like in this case the
Perfection.
plastic.
Real recognizes real. Yeah. Not
Anal
the ketchup
eyes,
jar, though.
anal eyes, anal eyes. Yeah. So like this ketchup, this Heinz bottle, just like I couldn't get and it was like tea and
That's
you know
fucking
you smell it.
disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah,
it
I
was a
remember
bad move.
Smelling it, and it smelled like ketchup.
Yeah.
It's like tea. It's like honey, tea, and like ketchup. It's
57
the
other
least
ingredients.
green tea.
Yeah. New artisanal green
Oh.
tea ketchups from Adam Connor.
57 variety.
That's kind of nice. So you get a little nice smell before you drink. It's kind of like wine. You gotta,
Take
for
the
whole
aroma.
experience,
No.
You gotta cleanse your palate. Open up your palate. Just
Yeah, tomato and honey.
It's like that scene from like Step Brothers. Like, is that ketchup? Taste it in my mouth.
What's your palate telling you?
Oh yeah.
Ketchup?
Ketchup.
Honey?
Okay, wait. Run it back. 2 liters of ketchup, though.
I think it was
How,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
long?
that's a
How
lot.
long
Damn,
do you
is that-
think?
Is that a lot? Like, I feel like it's a lot. Like, it
That's a
looks
lot of
in my
fucking
mind.
It's a
ketchup.
family
I feel
size.
like a 2-liter bottle of Coke filled with ketchup.
Bulk buys.
You know what I mean?
There's like little squirt cap.
Yeah, and I feel like
You still gotta pound it out the bottom.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Are they elected leaders or are they like
This-
dictators?
That's great.
Sorry.
Sorry.
But yeah, I don't know.
Dictator.
It just seems like a lot. Is it? Does it look like? Is it hard? Like, how does it look like? Is it like the regular bottle of Heinz, but just
Yeah, but
Just a
like-
thick bottle
yeah.
of Heinz. Like imagine the
Thick.
biggest bottle of
Double
Heinz.
C's.
Like a Costco.
Yeah. Yeah, like a
Costco
Costco
purchase.
bottle of Heinz. Yeah.
You make room.
My ketchup. Oh,
Make
I
room for
almost
what's
said
important. Yeah.
my ketchup loves family. My family loves ketchup.
did you want to craft dinner?
Sorry, craft dinner?
Yeah.
No, actually.
Yeah, absolutely
Yes.
not.
Yeah,
There's-
no,
Like
no,
meatloaf,
no.
Right?
Oh
That's
yeah.
a
Oh, my
perfect
family's
Meatloaf is
so
like a-
Caucasian. Yeah.
Okay.
My grandma would be like, if she found a peppercorn in her pepperoni, she'd be like, oh, it's too spicy.
What's tomato?
Potato. Yeah. Grams. Yeah. Caucasian grams. Yeah. So
What about them?
I can't. What about what?
What about Caucasian grams?
Ew, what a
How much do you pay for a Caucasian?
gram. Oh my gosh, it's too good. I can't remember where I was going with this,
That's all good.
and that's fine.
We got
Well,
this video
thank you.
queued up.
You have a sugar.
yeah.
Fucking get these
Oh,
Those
yeah.
rock cams.
Remember
shiny
those?
pants
Yeah.
guys going.
So they
See
got the
some
shiny
reflective
suit. They got the
suits.
shiny suits.
Yeah, and they got a cool little dog.
Doing what our next guests do. They're a rap collective from Texas, here to perform their latest hit, Sugar. Give it up for Brockhampton.
I'm gonna freak out when Bareface sings.
I do like that album cover though. It's so like the color scheme of it is so. I don't know what it is.
Shout out to Ryan. He's not in the band.
I
Who
love
is he?
this shirt. I love this shirt. Aphex twin, but it's Aphex
Just a
Twink.
homie, I guess.
That's
Really?
great.
Yeah.
Aphex Twin is fucking insane. Like,
That's a whole lot of
it's
experience.
so fucking wild.
Don McLennan.
Dom is amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy seeing how much that guy's like changed his style like in the last few albums, like incorporating more melodies and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And it's cool for like Iridescence how he like really lowered his voice in a lot of parts. He would like pitch it down and pitch it up and stuff rather than just like
The
tuning it.
production.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian, you know, man.
Yeah, man, these guys are sick.
I'm a side with
Aphex
Aphex Twink.
See, you see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Shoot,
that's
there's
so
two
good.
right there.
Reminds me of Twink Lemonade, like pink lemonade.
Twink Lemonade?
Twink Lemonade. Matt.
I've never seen their faces actually.
Really?
I've
Matt
seen
Champion.
I've seen a few.
There's like 18 more of them, right? That's just
Yeah.
like a
I
small.
think the total
collection
amount is
of
like
them.
13.
Yeah.
of them.
Oh, okay.
There are
Could you put me
considerable
up
amount
about
of
noonish?
Brockhamptons.
Yeah.
Bareface,
Where's
here we
Brock?
go. Here he is. He's getting
Yeah,
hype.
where is Brock?
Rock in the Hamptons.
Oh yeah.
These are all the chords you like.
Boys
It's a
in the
Boys in the
Hood.
Hood t-shirt. I love. I want. I covet.
Dude, I would be so nervous to try to hit those notes live.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
He's got a deep voice.
Yeah.
And-
When you hear him talk, he's
You can't believe those high notes, that high
He
register
has
can come
won
out.
over the Ellen crowd.
Yeah.
With those notes.
First time I heard Brockhampton, someone asked me about them. I was like, yeah, fuck that guy, because I thought they were talking about Brock Turner.
Oh my god.
on the album.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Green Day,
Speaking of
their new
Green Day-
single's pretty good.
Yeah, their new single's pretty good.
Sounds like it fits on every commercial.
Green Day
Yeah.
has a new single.
Damn, I haven't heard it.
right
Should we
off.
want
I
to cue it
forgot
up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get up there.
so we won't
This will
get
be my
close,
actual
so,
first
like,
time.
If you wanna do like this, you can like in post, you can like fast forward this little chunk or some shit, be like, "Grrr," and then have a little
Oh, yeah, true.
analysis at the end.
True.
if you
Yeah,
want.
cool.
That'd be
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we're getting like copyrighted left and right.
Yeah,
Pretty
we're-
much, like,
we're
every
getting
other or
fucked.
something, 'cause we'll try to put like something on it, even if
Oh
it's
yeah.
something candid. It's fucking copyrighted by something.
Oof.
That's
Will
fucked.
that
That's
Ellen
usually
video
when-
get
Oh, yeah.
copyright flagged?
Yeah,
UMG
but we won't-
probably.
Yeah,
you
we'll
can like
probably.
blur it and take away the audio.
But
Ah.
YouTube
You
made
can have
a law.
commentary
Did YouTube
or
make a new
something
law
like
that's like 5 seconds of audio
Yeah, I think-
allowed?
I think that was
Wow.
a little bit more than 5 seconds.
That's messed up, man.
I think that,
Why is
I think that
Sony
might have
Music
been a
trying
full
to buy your
song.
style?
I'd be scared to do that 5 seconds.
UMG, man. UMG is like
Wow.
the Disney of the music industry.
Yeah.
Father
They're just-
of all
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
You know, yeah, there are a couple ways around it, like pitch shifting the audio and stuff.
And then
It's always a
there's, like-
bummer, like if
yeah.
you're trying to find something and it's pitch shifted.
Yeah.
But anything to not get the
Especially
audio
TV,
copyrighted.
You try to watch TV and it's like pitched up a semitone. You're like, I know it. It's so jarring. It's so jarring. You're like,
yeah.
The Simpsons. You're like,
no.
What?
this
Something's not right. Something's not right.
I don't want this right now.
Just like this Green Day song.
But yeah, apparently like everyone's really questioning this because the album artwork obviously looks like, well, you can tell they just took American Idiot in the background and then they
Yep.
just
Sure
added,
did.
Wow,
like,
yeah.
clip art in front of it with like some
With
really
some unicorn.
Yeah.
garbage like
Billy Joe Armstrong's a
This
brony
is-
now.
yeah,
and
This
But
that's-
I
is the
think-
official
yeah.
video for their single.
everybody thinks this is a
Wow.
troll because they're trying to get out of their last album out of the contract because
Okay.
what better way to make money as an independent artist when you're already the top
Yeah.
of the fucking chain?
Food chain.
So I think they're just trying to use this as a troll. I don't know.
What we
Yeah.
should do is
I think it's pretty dope though.
What should we
we
do?
should just mute the audio and be like,
It's already
"Hey,
muted
if
going
you-"
in. It's already muted going
No,
in.
I know, but like you can just be like, hey, if you're listening along at home, press play now.
Oh,
And
I'd
you
love
can hear
that.
our-
Yeah.
you hear our reactions live
one.
with the song.
We could do like an interactive or like choose your own story podcast.
Yeah. You can put another song on it and pretend we're reacting to that.
Thanks, dog. Oh yeah, here you go.
If you want
I'm
Ian
looking
to
at
pound
this.
3 beers right now, press Y.
Press Y.
Y'all stream on Twitch?
No, we go YouTube now. We did.
Nah.
I feel like
maybe
I
we were
feel
on
like
Twitch when we
we were.
I remember you guys being on
I-
Twitch,
I
totally,
remember.
yeah.
we were on Twitch. Then we made the move to
We
YouTube. Just
did it
'cause
for
it's
a
kind
month.
Of like, yeah,
But I almost feel like Twitch was better at some points.
it was better with the whole like copyright claim thing. Like you kind of just do whatever and the stream would go smoothly. But
That's good.
YouTube's kind of more just like for anybody who sees search this on YouTube, they just go on YouTube and they search it. Whereas Twitch is like you gotta sign up and or they try to push you signing up, or you can go as a guest, but you have to like go to this thing, check guest, and do that or whatever. Like if you don't have an account, it's like kind of a hurdle to get over to like watch it. And you know how nowadays it's like 2 clicks or less.
Yeah.
The
to get to
URL,
shit,
the URL
otherwise-
has to end in .com, otherwise people are not going to be happy about it.
God forbid it
I
be
don't know.
.ca.
It's also the
Yeah,
app thing, right? It's
fucking
like it's also
.ca is
the
the
app
worst.
thing. Like if you're on your phone, it's like, well, you have an app for YouTube built into your phone. Pretty much every phone. Twitch, not so much. You know, so if you
yeah.
got to go to the store, download the app. Okay, sign in with Google or with Facebook and blah blah blah. It's just like it seemed like there was like too many like micro steps to like.
Just to get to
Yeah.
the end
Oh,
result.
So YouTube.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
YouTube.
YouTube's
So
got
Green
a lot
Day.
more
man.
simple.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
put the
cra-
copyright
I'm gonna
claim
crack my jaw real quick.
Ooh.
Oh, what the fuck?
Where'd you start doing that?
That's
Where'd you
messed
learn how to do
up.
that?
Learn?
Okay, like did you just do it when you were a kid one day and you're like, oh, I know how to do that?
No, it was like It was adulthood. I don't know what it is.
Adulthood.
Right
I
when
don't
I
know what
turned
it
18,
is.
my jaw started cracking.
My jaw started cracking.
Started getting
Yeah.
old.
You know, like you know how like there's this
can't-
muscle. There's like
Yeah.
a jaw muscle back here, like right below your ears. I massage that a lot, and I can like I don't know what it is.
Is it
Like I
just
know
something
there's
that gets tense. You think for vocals with vocals, because you're like, you know,
I love
I
those
said the cheeks.
Your face is great. Love that face. 10 out of 10 face.
I'd be so concerned if I saw somebody
Yeah.
singing like that.
I don't know.
Well, Adam, I remember like when we do a lot of tracking, you say like one thing for like singing is to do like the raised like cheeks thing.
That's
Like-
that's just a
You sneeze
phrase
face.
for palate 'cause I can't sing on
Yeah.
Alex.
mechanical.
I mean, I just called you Alex, and I feel like
Yeah,
a
I share the
frigging
same
idiot.
You're here
But-
to yell your own name.
Yeah, right.
Alex,
Adam,
for fuck.
you know about the palate and the cheeks. Did you study bel canto at all?
No, Sam Hook told me that.
Sam Hilfer?
Yeah.
Shout out to
feel
Sam
like
Hill for
Shout out
Hey,
to
Sam, you're
Do
watching.
we know Sam?
Pour one
Hilfer?
out for Sam.
Yeah.
Guy Atlantic.
Guy Atlantic.
Yeah.
Sundiver.
He played bass with you guys for a
Sick.
while too,
Kitchener.
didn't he? Or did
He
he?
was
Legend.
trying it out
Sam.
with us.
Yeah.
I think it just I think life got in the way
Life gets
because
busy.
he
yeah.
like got a house with his wife, like a triplex.
Oh, yeah,
house,
that's
like a
right,
whole
yeah.
one. And then he was trying to run a business out of that, like a school/studio, which he's now got going.
Then Sundiver
Yeah,
started
And
right.
going.
Sundiver started booking more shows, so it's
Mm.
like
Killing it
you know
right now.
the
Wow.
cards
Sundiver's
dealt
dope.
that way.
Yeah.
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 Sundiver's doing great right
They
now.
are.
Yeah.
They have
Sick.
chops.
Are they playing Home Fest?
I think they
By
are,
the
yeah.
way, perfect segue for Home
Mm.
I love
Fest.
segues.
Totally not why we're here.
Yeah. So you guys did the last Hope Fest. That was
Is it?
pretty sick. I was
It was
there.
amazing.
You guys like came off like a tour, was it? Was it like you guys?
It
That
was like the
was-
Yeah,
last
and then
date.
I remember
Yeah.
you being
Yeah.
like really kind of like flustered because you were like, "Holy shit, this is like the biggest crowd we've played yet," and it's like
Yeah.
our hometown.
Yeah.
And I remember because I was kind of like off to like the right, and I kind of looked behind me, and it was a lot of fucking people.
Mm.
And now you guys are playing the main stage, which is sick.
Yeah. Main stage is
Stage.
main
Too
stage is gonna be
big.
really cool.
Too
It's
big.
so big.
So
I'm gonna
big.
need a lot of radius, and I'm excited to use it all.
Man,
These guys are not gonna have very much because I'm gonna take it.
gonna take it.
I'm gonna take a lot of it. Yeah.
I stood on that main stage for a couple minutes last
Yeah,
year.
you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, it's very big. It's very big. Like luckily there was like, you know, with me, I think there was 6 people on that stage, so, you know, didn't feel as big, but
Wanna
take
give us
a-
that story? How you ended up on that stage?
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
sure.
share it.
Yeah. Good old Zach Wodarski asked me just one day a few months before Hope Fest last year if I wanted to guest guitar on Progression because I had a band maybe like 8 years ago who did an acoustic cover of that song.
Oh,
randomly.
really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So like he knew all about that, and he was like, "Hey, like we're doing the reunion thing. Like I know you know the song. Like, do you want to play guitar on that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I certainly do."
That's nice.
yeah,
man.
yeah. No, it was like I felt like I was like 16 again, like just like. But,
I think everybody felt like they were 16.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when they were watching Intake of Glass play
Yeah.
live. For those who don't know, Intake of Glass was like a local metal band, like back when the scene was popping, and like they really made an impact because not only were they like, you know, not only was metal like the thing, it was just like they were like all like around the same age and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yeah, there was this cool like kind of effect on that. But yeah, it's
yeah.
it was awesome like seeing like that kind of reunion come together, everybody kind of just in like the same energy as it brought back, like people were like moshing
Yeah.
extra hard, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Throwback.
Yeah, it was
I,
definitely a
like
throwback, but-
I kind of like blacked out through the whole thing.
Really?
So like
you
I don't
looked like
really
you were on
remember
another
any of
fucking
it.
planet during that whole
It was
thing.
like yeah, because I
love
didn't. So
that
the
part
only
of it.
person I had told was Ben, like that I was gonna do this because I needed to tell somebody, and I think I told him like the day I found out.
Yeah.
So like I didn't tell Adam or Nathan, and like I kind of wanted Ben to know just so like say if Adam and Nathan were outside, like he'd bring them in.
Yeah.
Just to be like, hey, let's go check out intake, and like then they see me.
They just see you up there.
Yeah, and they're like, what the fuck?
You wanted me to do it all
was
casual
fun. It
on
was a lot of
slide.
fun.
No.
The jokes they were making were hilarious too, where they're like, "This one's an old one," or something like that. This one's off our latest record. Or
Yeah, I
like,
love that.
we just shot a music video for this one. This one goes out to anybody in grade 10 or something like that. Something like that. And then he just said, like, remember grade 10 and the
Yeah.
Like I remember like
That's
every
awesome.
line. I don't know why I remember.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's very iconic. It's
Yeah.
very iconic.
was a
Super
great moment.
talented dudes.
Oh yeah.
So now round 2 of Hope Fest is coming around.
Sure is.
And I mean, there's like we got Fucked Up playing, we got you guys playing, we got Courage My Love playing, we got Exalt,
68.
Fucking 68.
Sight for So Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking
Hell
some
yeah.
back to
Yeah.
that. So like in comparison to the last one, because the last one had single mothers headlining, I
Mhm.
believe.
Yeah.
So like, how do you guys feel like the vibe is going to be in comparison to like the one before? Because the one before, I think, do you think that the headliner kind of dictates the kind of energy that trickles down, or do you think it just kind of like is with all the bands and it kind of transcends?
The latter, yeah. The headliner will no doubt bring some people, but yeah, it's the
It depends on the size of the
Depends.
headliner. Like
Yeah,
if it's like some huge like if say like Kyle was able to score some like huge headliner who's just like on a different level, like I'm sure there'd be a lot of people who'd come out just for them. But like I feel like with this kind of lineup, like it kind of ramps up like pretty like steadily to like Fucked Up. I guess like with 68 and then like you have Exalt and stuff like that, and So Nice coming here for the first time in
Yeah, that's
a very
gonna be
long
really
time.
cool.
So
It's good that like every supporting act on this, like in any other bill, like kind of setting, would be like a reasonably good supporting act for like Fucked
Yeah.
Up and So
Yeah,
Nice, right? It's
definitely.
not like
it's
all
very-
the rest of us fucking plebs and then like hi.
it's a very
Yeah.
well curated
Cheers.
festival
Yeah.
like this year for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely. I definitely
amazing.
agree with like the steady ramp that kind of goes up to that. It's not just like "Rrr," and then it just goes up to this like
Yeah.
top tier artist that like
Yeah.
people paid only to see them.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is still kind of exclusive in that way too, right? Because this is gonna be Fucked Up's last show in Canada for a while, because they're going to
Scared me
Australia
there.
after this, and they're spending like, from the sounds of it, like a while there on tour.
Oh shit.
So
okay.
yeah, people are gonna kind of like show the fuck out or miss the fuck out kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be gone for a while. They think like till like definitely like it's the last Fucked Up show in Canada for the year.
Yeah.
Is from like what they're saying on I think their Instagram, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well,
so
they have a very
it's
dedicated
that
fan
time.
base. They have
They
one of
do,
those
yeah.
like they're one of those bands that they have the fans that are like true and they like from
Ride or
whatever
die,
they, like,
baby.
Yeah, they
Oh,
like
yeah.
travel out to go see them and stuff. So
Hell yeah.
I think the show should be lit. I
Yeah,
think it's
I've-
gonna
I've
be-
only seen Fucked Up once.
where
You've seen them?
I've seen them once at the first Way Home
Wow.
festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They played like the smallest stage, but like they headlined it one night. And like it was really cool because it was like kind of like at the furthest corner, the like kind of the venue that they had at Way Home. It's like just kind of this big farm field and outside of Barrie. Like it's where they have like Boots and Hearts and stuff like that.
Okay.
But so they were on this like the smallest stage and they were playing at the end of the night. And like I've never been to a Fucked Up show before, but like everybody was like moshing and like singing to everything. So it like I could only imagine it was somewhat close to like what just like a normal Fucked Up show would be.
Yeah.
Like just people kind of going nuts specifically for them at this like, big festival where they're pretty low on the bill because it's I think Neil Young was also playing that night.
shit.
So like
Jeez.
but like
It was some crazy
yeah,
shit.
those people came through for them and just like Damien jumped out into the crowd at the end of the set and was just like hugging everybody he could, and it's just like
That's dope.
they got
Okay.
they got such a good positive vibe. It's like I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so special.
Maybe that will trickle down then, like just like because of Fucked Up's fan base and how like inclusive they are. Like
Yeah.
I think it would kind of like translate well to like the entire show and just like because I feel like you said how it kind of the lineup ramps up in terms of just like energy and just like how progressively pumped up people are gonna get. The fans that are going to that are going to be there for Fucked Up, if they do show up, let's say like at the beginning or wherever, they're gonna like bring that energy that they would for Fucked Up for the earlier bands.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
especially with like a band like 68, like
Hell
opening,
yeah.
like being direct support.
68 is former The Chariot, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Josh Scoggin was in the Chariot before, yeah, and then I think this might be their first time in Canada, because like you imagine like a band of their kind of size, right? You think they would be like on a bill before, but I was like looking through stuff the other day, and I was like, I don't see any Toronto. I don't see any. I don't know if I.
They might have been
Were they on like
tour.
all the dates of Warped Tour?
I feel like I saw them at a Warped Tour in Toronto, but
Really?
I could be wrong. Could be mistaken. I don't know.
If so, like fucking sick. This is probably their first time in KW though. Really hoping for that.
I
love 68.
I'd put money on that for
and
sure.
I think that's a cool thing too, is just that the fact that a band with like, well, there's more and more bands with more and more notoriety that are coming around to Maxwell, so I think that's really cool that, you know, with Hope Fest kind of being this like annual installment of like showcasing like local talent as well as like local talent, but that's also like on this more well-known level. It just like allows like the town to be like, oh, like there is a place where we can like see like a bunch of bands, because Maxwell's, you know, like it's a great place for music venues, but it's always kind of like the thing you just pass by the sign like, okay, who's playing, and then you kind of just like, you know, look to see. So like I think it'll kind of be good for the community, you know.
How long is their set?
Fucked Up?
Sure,
I think it's an
It's
hour.
over an
isn't it?
hour.
Yeah.
It's over an hour?
Yeah.
Good.
And what time is it? Do you know what time the show's ending? Is it ending at like midnight or something?
I actually looked at this today. It's like I think 11:30.
11:30.
And then there's
I
the
think they're like
after
10
party.
to
After
11:30
party
or
at
something.
Harmony Lunch with
Yeah.
your boy Lockwood.
Yo,
He's gonna be, I think he's
Lockwood!
gonna be DJing.
Lockwood's
dope.
DJ?
Yeah, I think he's DJing at the after party, which is at Harmony. It's gonna be like
That's
emo
dope.
night. Yeah.
There's a
I
couple
mean,
like
that's
pre-parties going on before that too. Like the one at Harmony is gonna be really
There's one
cool.
where
Like
it's like, oh, what's it called?
the like the War of the Worlds thing with like the
Yeah.
hardcore bands and the hip hop stuff happening, and like on the hardcore side, I don't know as much the local hip hop side, but like the hardcore bands coming out like Jock and fucking Cold Shoulder. It's gonna be
dirty.
It's gonna be really really cool. So yeah, catch
That's the day. That's the day
catch
before,
everybody at that. Yeah,
The day
that's the
before,
night
on the
before.
Friday?
Yeah, that's on the Friday.
That's dope.
Is there an event the day before that?
I think so too. Yeah, I think that one's
Like
a Chainer.
Skanks
Yeah,
and something else.
I think that's the Pop
Pop
Punk
Punk
night.
and Pabst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Pop Punk and Pabst. And
What's
the other one
this?
is the that's the night at Chainsaw on the Thursday.
I think so.
I think
Yeah,
it's on the
I think it's a
Thursday, yeah.
Chainer. Yeah, it's that format that he's doing. I think is kind of cool because like
Yeah.
I wonder if this is sort of like a callback to like the old like Koi Fest, like being at like multiple venues, like a 2-day thing it was at a time.
I really hope
right?
it like regrows
Yeah.
like into that, where it's like Hope Fest is this like multi-day, multi-venue thing, because I
But-
feel like now it's like a good like strategy to kind of like hype up Hope Fest with the same kind of vibe, like you're
Yeah.
saying, like having it at the multiple venues and stuff.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
But
like-
now you're not paying for every single day, just like with your
Yeah.
one big like 125 or whatever the fuck ticket price, right? You're paying for
Yeah.
like each individual day, just the stuff you want to go to. You want to go, fucking come out. It's
A la
more
carte.
down to earth that way, rather than
Yeah.
being like a big organized festival
I
type of
feel
thing
like
with those
the
resources.
ticket
you know?
that you buy to get into the venue should get you access to every venue, though.
That'd be cool.
Would be
right?
cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
think
Well,
it's
like,
a
I think you just buy the ticket for the day because all the days are contained in one venue, right?
Yeah,
So
You need
yeah,
if there was, like,
I think that's the idea.
A one ticket, like if you pay for the main
yeah.
ticket, then you could go to all the after
Yeah.
parties or the pre-parties and
Without
stuff.
having to pay extra.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
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 That'd be a cool thing to consider for next year, little bundle.
Well,
Kyle, if you're
I'd
listening,
also
Kyle, if you're listening, Kyle, if you're
consider
listening.
is not eating that pizza because of the flies in this room. Who knows?
Yeah, don't
fuck's
don't
been
don't
on
dig
that
into
thing?
that Zaw.
Don't go into that Zaw.
I probably would stay
There's
away
a fly or
from
two
it.
buzzing around
You
here.
got it from
You know
Hasty
what?
Market,
I
right?
got it
Yeah,
from
I
Hasty
mean,
Market.
There was probably
There's probably flies too.
We made with flies.
Maybe I can
It's all good.
when we go home tonight. I'll put it in the oven and that'll
Oh,
It'll
cook,
zap
cook
up all
away
the
the
I'll
bacteria.
zap it. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's science.
Love it. Yeah. Well, quick broil. We've been talking about fucked up, talking about Hope Fest.
Yes, yes.
I just want to talk about how much Romancer loves fucked up.
So much.
Like when I heard David comes to
stand?
life, when I could,
Fucked up.
Ben and I
We stand
certainly
fucked
stand
Harder- yeah.
fucked
Harder than Brockhampton.
up. I think Brockhampton's more of a recent kind of like development and like things I've been in love with, but like fucked
This
up
is a
dates back to
well-established
like
love.
yeah,
Like
fucked up dates.
2014?
My love for fucked up dates back to when like David came. He did come to life.
Yeah.
He came to life. David Comes to Life came out. I remember playing Infamous on PS3. My friend Phoenix, listening to the entirety of David Comes to Life, and just like my ears and my brain just like changing, and just how like just love how like the whole like album just felt just like a big story, just like a sick rock opera, and just I love like just all the melodies, and like Damien is so good. Just that band is just so tight and so talented. What like do you remember the first time you heard Fucked
I
Up?
certainly do. Yeah, no, it was at first I didn't really know what to make of it because I hadn't really listened to stuff like that sort of it felt very out in left field to me because that was my first experience with Fucked Up. I didn't know that this was their vibe, and then I got into like other stuff from them, like some of their Zodiac albums and like the Chemistry of Common Life, and I was like, holy shit, like this is just one of those things you kind of have to accept that it's this way. Like it doesn't really conform to a lot of like your otherwise like I guess preconceived music standards, which
Yeah,
is so
definitely.
cool. And you have to really listen to like the earworms in there. You really have to listen, and it's cool. There's a punk band that's doing that, that's leaving like these little bits for you. David Comes to Life as just a full album experience is so cool.
Yeah.
And so it was very shaping, I think, for definitely me and Adam. I think for all of us, because we've all jammed that album like so many times.
Have y'all listened to?
No,
No, I was
before?
just gonna say it's really nice actually hearing from people that love the fucking band.
Yeah.
Love the fucking band.
The
Yeah.
the other shoe I think is like the top. It's like their top on popular on Spotify. The
Yeah.
other shoe, and it has one of my favorite pre-choruses of all time.
Yeah.
Just like the melodies on David Comes to Life are so good, and I would encourage anyone who enjoys like ambience or like just punk music to check it out.
That's
It's
the
like,
cool thing is that there's really good melodies, but Damien just screams the whole time.
Yeah.
But there's still some stuff in there, you know.
It's like a nice juxtaposition.
yeah,
to the
there's
whole-
yeah.
Even
So like
screaming,
melodies
too. Yeah.
really pop like when they're in those songs.
Yeah.
So when you say they shaped you, is it like they shaped like how you play or like how you write or how you incorporate like melodies?
It's a
or,
good
like,
question.
Production.
yeah. So like Life Story monologue and Adam, you remember Life Story?
Yep.
He does. A religious experience? Oh my god. Yeah, like you're.
Everyone's like holding hands and crying and shit.
Yeah.
Where you at? Which show were you
Those
at?
shows went off.
If you're not crying, you're not a believer.
Life Story.
Did you go to like the reunion ones? No.
Yeah.
I might have. Did they play
They
like
did one at Sneaks and one at
Sweet
District,
Fest?
I think.
Dude, Sweet Fest.
Or that
I
might
think
have
Sweet
been
Yeah.
Fest sounds familiar.
Why does that sound familiar? Were there ska bands there?
John Stone's played.
John Stone's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have like a tag, you know, like a laminate from that
Yeah,
show.
me too.
Oh my god, yeah. Did you play
Yeah,
that?
I played with Sarah.
Wow.
Play with Sarah yet?
Yeah,
That's
it
so
was
sick.
2 days after I got my wisdom teeth out, and I was tripping on stage.
Yeah.
I was teaching by myself. It was like the only
Fuck yeah.
time
Yeah.
I got to just play one, and I was like,
Yeah, sick.
It's all
Yeah.
sand
Pat
out.
Wackler's dad said I was like a combination of Kurt Cobain and some sort of like guy who's really not Kurt Cobain. Or something.
One of the guys from where?
The Monkeys.
Like the monkeys. or
The
something.
Monkeys.
Oh.
I forget.
Wow.
It was I was just like, wow.
Kurt
Could've
Cobain.
just said like, hey, you're a guy. It's like they're such polar opposites.
Oh man.
Badass.
Yeah, dude, Sweet Fest. Wild. Who else played that?
Sweet
Oh
Fest.
man, there's a sick band that played that. And I might remember in the shower tomorrow, or I might remember during the
We'll
podcast.
phone you in.
Absolutely, I'd love that. Yeah, there's
We'll
a
get live,
really.
we'll get a live
Get
broadcast
you on the
going.
horn.
Yeah, get you on the horn.
Speaking of live, yeah, they're amazing live. They're an incredible live band, and I might think of them. I know. I feel like it starts with an A, the A, and then maybe like something like that. But
Ataris.
it starts.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't
the
have been the
Ataris
Ataris,
is like
no.
the first thing that comes to my mind. It's like I'm gonna remember in the shower tomorrow. We can move on from this.
Amityville.
Do you want to listen to that Green
Was
Day
it
track?
Amityville
Yeah,
Affliction?
Yeah,
Horror.
holy shit,
No,
this has
wait,
been
Yeah.
queued up for a while.
Affliction is-
Hell
okay.
yeah, for a minute.
Yeah.
The song's
All right, so
called
back to Green
Father
Day.
of All.
Yeah.
Speaking of Green
So
Day,
speaking
back
of
to Green Day.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll
Best segue
You
ever.
guys heard about this new song?
Yeah.
Green Day,
You seen this yet about
American band, idiots,
American
The
idiot.
idiots. No.
but no clowns.
Yeah.
American motherfuckers?
I don't know about you, but my sky's blue, not green.
A little bit lit out of the gate. A little bit lit.
All right.
Snare sounds great.
Oh,
This-
vocal
Deep.
melody.
This belongs on every commercial.
I love it.
Small Japanese.
The new Google Pixel 3.
Oh my god, he's a rebel just for kicks now. No, you hear this? You hear this rebel just for kicks now?
Oh, yo, you're so right.
Jonas
Oh,
Brothers.
that-
I hear that. I hear that.
If some, if,
Wait, who's?
if you told me this is the
Is
new
that the
Tame
Air-
Impala, I'd be
Yeah.
psyched.
Yeah.
If you told me this is the new Green Day, I wouldn't know what.
That's dead fucking on, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh my
Do you
god.
okay? So fans are theorizing that this is a troll to get off the contract because like obviously the artwork looks
It's gonna turn
like,
into a Blur situation
Yeah.
where they make a joke
Do
song
you-
but it becomes.
Do
a
you
rock
think?
song.
Do you think it's?
Is
Do you
this-
think that theory is real, or do you think that
Absolutely.
this is a good attempt?
Yes. No. I
both.
think there's some sort of strange
you kinda
fuck you
thing.
thing going on because like Ben said, it sounds like the new Jonas Brothers slash new old what's that song?
What is that?
yeah,
What's the
It
song?
does sound like the new Jonas Brothers.
Portugal the man.
Sucker.
Portugal the guy, the man.
Yeah,
No, what did you say? Something.
Yeah,
He said
rebel just
Portugal
for
the
kicks
man.
or,
Yeah,
or
Rebel,
whatever.
okay, yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
rebel
Portugal
just
is
for
for
kicks now.
yeah, that guy.
Sucker. I think Portugal the man sued not Green. Could you imagine?
Whoa.
What a world.
3 months from now.
Yeah. Portugal the man sued Jonas Brothers for Sucker, but I don't know how that panned out. But yeah, because of the similarities. This I can I see the vibe 100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I think it might be a fuck you. Like where's Billy? Where's Billy?
Yeah, is this him
him.
just doing
Where's Billy
falsetto,
Joel?
or
I feel
is
like
he
that's him.
just-
I feel like that's
Yeah.
him, and he did like some. Oh my god!
Did you hear me
Where's
say Billy Joel? Where's Billy
Billy
Joel?
Joel? The piano
Billy
man.
Joel Armstrong?
Billy Joel Armstrong.
If this was in Baby Driver, I would be like, this is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the new 1975?
This-
That-
Whoa.
so that's I was literally gonna ask that. I was literally gonna ask that. Fucking right when this song came on, I was like, "Have you guys heard the 1975?"
That video is
Wow,
great.
yeah.
I love
For
the new
people?
1975.
Yeah.
For people?
Yeah. No, it's
It's
like
great
songs
for
called-
people.
songs called-
People love
For
this.
everybody. Is this human music?
Is this music?
I love
I
human
hear the music coming from the black or the gray. It's black.
It's good human
Comes
music.
Yeah, this is good
That's
human
great.
music.
I love this.
I like how it repeats.
Yeah.
I like how there's repetition. The humans seem to really like
Anyway,
it.
wow,
what the fuck?
I liked it.
Yeah, I think it's like because they have so many hardcore fans, and this is not like a.
They're not handling.
It's
it
not
well.
like, oh fuck you, we're gonna try something different. It's more just like this is what I feel, and it's more like it's gonna like weed out just kind of like who was there for the aesthetic and who was there for the band. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of like what it's. I don't
Now,
want to say it's a
what's this in the
statement
bottom
piece or
corner here?
anything.
Trolled.
I'm wondering if
It's
I
a-
think that's
that-
probably like a
well,
in
think
response to
maybe
like what I was
That's
talking
recent.
about.
That's
Maybe,
a recent.
yeah.
That's a recent. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Video.
Fantano's face.
Where?
Oh, not
Let's see.
good.
Is it not good?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
It's like
he's
like,
in pain.
Yeah.
Father at all
Yeah,
track
dude.
review,
Oh.
not good.
I want to watch it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Might have
sure,
been
yeah.
good shit.
Did you? He made a video recently
Yeah,
that
this sounds
there was a
like
video that came out recently that said is a not good worse than a 0 out of 10.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. That's you, man.
He really took this seriously?
Fuck.
He must have taken it seriously.
We can say all we want about this album, but what is the Fantano
I feel like he
say?
takes everything seriously though. He's like the kind of
He
he like theorizes an analysis on all ends, like in a very unbiased way. He just gives you an analysis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ridge Wallet sponsorship.
He's doing a sponsorship, so we have time to talk about this right now. He can understand when an artist is doing like a meme, like Oliver Tree, but like I wonder what he thinks about this because like he does do that big. He does do an in-depth analysis. I love Fantano. He's very well spoken.
Yeah.
But let's just hopefully he's done with this. Here we go.
All the music I love.
Yeah.
Except for Death Grips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves Death
He
Grips.
does love that Death Grips.
Who doesn't?
Makes me feel okay about liking Death Grips.
There's fan fiction about him and Death Grips.
It is totally okay to like Death
Is
Grips.
this a safe place to talk about that? Because I really like Death Grips.
Of course,
Dude,
yeah,
I
of course.
fucking-
This is a
I
safe space
love
for
that
Death
band.
Grips. Yeah,
really
I
hard-
think you were the one that actually
really hard to get
introduced
it
that. You
off my
coined the
chest.
term here last time you were here about calling it sample punk.
Yeah,
And I
sample
think you,
punk,
you incorporate that, and I've used it ever since, and it's like because it's just like the perfect way to describe like their
He's doing this
genre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's going in.
That's 100% it. Yeah, because it's not quite
going
like
in.
hip hop. It's not quite like a hardcore thing. It's not quite.
He's going
like,
in. He's doing
just
this live.
sample stuff. Like it's so much harder.
Look at his
Yeah.
face.
We'll do it
Samples that
live.
they use-
It's like
There's
an
too many
alien.
levels
It's like an
to it.
alien came
Fuck it,
down
we'll
to
do it
Earth
live.
and was like, "All right, what's the most edgiest music of the last 20 years?"
Whoa.
And then it just like computes it into like
Yes.
this, and like
Yeah.
puts it out of this like meat grinder into like this style of whatever.
Yeah.
it is.
The amount of
That's-
samples that they use is
Totally.
just fucking insane.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
a video showing all of them. He actually guessed
Yes.
one of them, which was the train at.
Sounds.
Yeah, the SkyTrain
the
in
wrong
BC.
song.
Yeah, the guy from he told me that
System
months ago.
blower.
He
Yeah,
yeah,
System
It's on.
blower.
That's what's
Yeah.
on System
Yeah.
Blower.
you know the first like
No.
It's the SkyTrain just taking off. It's fucking crazy. And they, yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
they use the
Christ.
acceleration
Yeah,
as a riser. It's
He
fucking
is falling
crazy.
for
Alright.
it.
I've never ridden the
let's-
Skytrain,
yeah, let's get
but
in
now
here.
I've got it
Yeah,
just
you
for
have
the
to.
canon of that song.
I've got samples of it on my Zoom.
Long-forgotten, generic, totally worthless rock and
Jeez,
roll
I think we came in at
Fantano's
the wrong
fallen
time.
for the troll.
Yeah.
Wait, he's falling for it.
He's fallen for the troll.
Exactly the era of time.
So what makes
Green Day
you
was
guys
writing
think it's a
and
troll? What makes you guys
concept
agree
for
with
American
this kind of
media.
statement?
iHeartRadio performance, super,
That made me
super
so
super
uncomfortable.
iconic performance from Green Day. Just
How
like
long ago? How long
so
ago?
many f bombs dropped by Billy Joel.
Is it like the 1:30?
Yeah, one fucking minute.
Dude.
Oh yeah, the Justin Bieber thing. where
I've
he was
been
like,
here
yeah.
since 1980
It
fucking eight.
felt
And
like he just learned how to
he's
swear.
so
Oh,
Billy
God, yeah.
Joel's so trolling everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
I
it's
believe
not
it.
a punk
I mean,
song.
as soon as I
I'll stop
realized there was
saying Billy
American
Joel.
Idiot in the background, I was like,
Until the day that every
okay.
member of the band dies.
Like,
Obviously,
But he's just
Yeah.
judging the music.
Yeah.
Green Day wanted to show everyone how easy it was to write. No, I feel it still or
Indie,
whatever.
indie shit. Yeah.
Think
Like-
so?
like-
Yeah,
I think-
I'm not
totally.
disagreeing.
So,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm just.
I think either that or
Conversation.
like they were just so done maybe with this like record or with this contract deal that they just wanted to be like, all right, let's just put this in the hand of somebody who doesn't represent our best interests at all, and have
Exactly.
them write the fucking song
Yeah.
for us.
Like,
Yeah, I
I
wonder
ex-
if it's even.
I expect.
Maybe it's
What
a
if it's-
John
what if it's not
Feldman.
even that?
Might be John Feldman.
doesn't
doing this
sound-
whole
What if
track.
it's
We
just
don't
not
know.
even them? What if it's just like a songwriter and then it's just
Yeah.
under their like brand?
That's
It
that is.
kind of could be.
Like Nirvana did like the shitty lip syncing.
Oh, on drugs.
Ian, I think that's 100% a possibility that it might not even Green Day. Like it might not even be Green Day. Remember how Fantano just said like, did the wrong song get played? Like, there's no Green Day song. Like he said, they're not playing into their strengths. Like it just sounds like a different band. It sounds
the
like an
sound credits.
offshoot.
Like some like pre-written songs that like
Yeah.
they just you know.
We're not the first person. We're not the first group of people to have like theorized that this could be a troll.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all over Reddit and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. But
You'd think with Blink 182 doing Blink 182 things right now that Green Day wouldn't kind of follow the same
well, I'm
fate.
glad they're not because Blink 182 is going super like.
Is
They're
it Blink
trying
182
to be
without
steady
Tom,
with
though?
the times? You know that new video Dark Side where they were like with the kids and like the red and they were all flossing and like doing
I
like
wonder.
Fortnite moves. And I was like,
So ironic.
This was
This was
so-
not you who did this.
Yeah, this was so unironic, but at the same time, it was like
That's why it's cringe.
yeah, but that's because I mean, I was one person that was always on like Blink-182 like forums and stuff like way back in the day.
That's awesome.
And I remember like
Could have started
even
your own
the
Brockhampton.
running joke of like because it was I think I was on that forum when like before they had reunited for the first time, so it was all these like theories of whatever of them like getting back together and whatnot. But I always remember the running joke was that Mark Hoppus is it's too obvious that he tries to keep up, you know. And it was just like I remember just always hearing about that, and it's like it's not that I think it's true, but it's like the more and more I kind of like look back on it, and I'm like I kind of like yeah, he's got a new party, Simple Creatures with the guy from Alkaline Trio or something like that.
All
Wait,
time
did-
low.
I think-
All
I think
Time
we
Low.
heard-
No,
I think we
Alkaline
heard that, yeah.
Trio is
not.
Matt. No,
Matt Skiba.
that's the new guy in Blink, Matt Skiba.
Yeah,
I was
Did
mistaken.
we not hear their
yeah.
new song? Did we not play them one time in the car?
Dark Side.
not
It's a-
Simple Creatures,
Yeah,
but we
Simple
might
Creatures.
we might have we definitely
He
didn't
did
play
the one
Simple
with Steve
Creatures.
Aoki,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, is that a
yeah.
Blink song with
Oof.
Steve Aoki or a Simple Creatures song?
Blink song.
I think it's a
Steve
Steve Aoki song featuring Blink.
Okay,
Oh,
so how do you feel about that? Because they also did like I don't want to say it was a song. It was just kind of like a re-release kind of project thing with Lil Wayne. Remember they did like the Amelie like kind of what's my
The
Age Again,
mashup,
like,
yeah.
mashup.
That was
And it
fucking
was kind
weird.
of just almost like a promo for the upcoming tour where they
Yeah.
did it in like a kind of studio kind of thing.
What do you want us to the Steve Aoki or the mashup?
Go for both.
Go for both? Okay. The mashup
I guess
like
in general, like the kind of like using like blending in with like different
Yeah.
genres and kind of people more relevant.
So late. Let's go back to the Dark Side video.
Sure.
Like kids are barely playing Fortnite now. Like Apex
Yeah.
is the new cool
Yeah.
thing. The dances are still culturally relevant, but like it's certainly not
Yeah.
the new kind of like new thing. Like the Fortnite dances in there, like the prime of like the cultural relevance of like the Fortnite dances, that was like that was months ago.
Minecraft is
yeah.
creeped back in.
So
Dude,
creep.
first half of
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
Straight up, because
Yeah.
it seems like even with like the digital age, like trends just
Yeah.
come and go like this. It's like before it would be like, oh, that's so 2019. Now it's like that's so January to March 2019. It's like straight up though, like
yeah.
I don't know, Adam. Do you still see kids doing Fortnite dance at the theater? Okay. That's how I always gauged it, because working at the theater, you
At
can
the
always
theater?
see kids come in and they'll like
Yeah.
they'll slide in on like the super slippery floor and then they'll just like floss or something like
Oh.
randomly like for
Oh
no
wow,
reason.
yeah.
Orange Justice. Fucking
Orange Justice.
I love the kids that
Good exercise.
I love the kids that innovated like that made up those Fortnite dances, because some dances were stolen from like what was that guy from Scrubs?
Oh,
Alonzo Bodie.
They stole from Scrubs, and like
Alonzo Bodie.
when do dances become intellectual property? But yeah, back to Blink 182. Let's refocus. So like in their attempt to be trendy, it
Blink?
just it showcased how out of touch they are.
yeah, and it was the whole like, oh, we're gonna do it in like a school gym, and it was like, I get like it looks
Did not
really
land.
good. It looks good, like it's well produced.
Yeah.
It's a well produced video, like
Feels a little bit
But I mean,
forced,
like-
is all, yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it was just like
100%.
if you guys were a little bit more like be more self-aware. It's like but again, it's the lyricism, right? The lyricism is very nostalgic when you listen to like their catalog from like pre 2010. You're like, that puts me in my whatever I feel like I was young kind of thing. So now like they feel like there's this divide of like the old crowd and the new crowd, and how do they entice the new crowd? Because like I'm not sure about you guys, but I don't know if like kids, and when I mean kids, I'm saying like kids that are like, past like the age of like 8 and shit,
Yeah.
like are they getting into Blink? Because I don't think so.
I don't think so. They haven't released like a banger, you know?
Yeah, that like
I think
because that Lil Wayne mashup was like, man, you could have done like somebody else and it would have that would have worked.
So
That
many
would've
better
worked.
rappers
You know what
like
I
that are
mean?
in the spotlight right now. Like Lil Wayne is like
Yeah.
obviously
He's-
he's so relevant and
he's
so
so
respected,
respected, yeah.
but not a
Latest
rapper in the
albums suck.
spotlight that could bring young kids.
Yeah, it's like who
You know?
like what would you guys have felt like would have been a better mashup if they were trying to go for like, okay, we got to do the hip hop thing.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, Travis Scott.
Denzel Curry.
Denzel
He's
Curry.
doing-
Yeah,
dude,
100%.
his song
The
with Fucked Up.
his
Yeah.
aggression is
But
amazing.
someone more,
Right,
more
yeah.
in the
Well
style,
said.
because like someone more in the
Lil Peep was
style.
alive.
Yeah, Lil Peep was alive, sure, but
The
like
obvious
okay,
choice.
so now let's
Oliver
kind of go
Tree, if they
more
want to
in
really
that.
get out there, right?
What?
I wish he was more pop punk, because that would
Oliver
be so
Tree
sick.
would be a
Oliver
fucking.
Tree would have
I
been
would.
dope.
I'd
Do you
fuck
see
with
that
Oliver Tree?
mashup happening.
I've listened to
In my
him
head,
a
I
few
could
times, but
love
like
it.
I'm aware of like his whole like thing and like
He has
how
that one
self-aware
song,
he
"Fuck,"
is,
that's
and-
really good.
yeah. Did you hear about like how he got his like his first big contract?
No.
Where he like went into I forget which like big production studio it was, but he like came in with like a scooter and he had like prepped like blood capsules in his teeth, and he had like came in like rolling on the scooter and pretended to do a trick and like intentionally like bailed
Yeah.
and like had all the blood coming out and did this whole like fake freak out how he was gonna like sue them and like all this shit. Like was legit freaking out at them, and then by the end he's like, oh yeah, it was a joke, and they're like, you're hired.
You're
Oh my
hired.
fucking god.
Yeah, dude, memes are the future of music promotion. Yeah,
Yeah.
unreal.
Marketing, yeah, that's totally a thing, man. If you look at like
He is a living meme.
What you
Yeah.
did right there, that's pretty marketable.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Hey, son.
Yeah,
Why don't
exactly.
you come work with us?
Oh my god, we know. Oh wow.
What?
that
No,
phrase.
it's just a phrase.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Pretty marketable.
so
Pretty
marketable.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Don Peterman effect.
yeah, the Don Peterman effect.
I have to pee so bad.
I also have to pee.
Is it? Do you guys want to take a little break?
Yeah, can
Is
we
that
take a little
allowed?
pee break? We
Do you wanna
can,
do
you
it
can
on
even
the
just cut
podcast?
the. We can even just cut the thing to the like the be right back.
Can we take the mics with us?
Yeah, you know what? Let's just leave it
Absolutely.
going. No, Adam, leave it.
But they recline.
No.
Oh yeah.
I lie. I don't want to do it. I think I'm
Do
gonna do
it.
something. Oh fuck! Right off.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh.
oh here he is.
Oh.
Push yourself back too. You can go to sleep.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay. Let's just do the second half like this. So, yeah, what? It's very calming.
How
to
long
know
does
that-
it take you guys to get your fucking work visas for the States?
So we haven't renewed them yet. We're waiting
Yeah, they're
on like
as of like
tour opportunity
a
too.
week ago. We ran out of our visa.
Yeah, September the 2nd we ran out.
Cause I guess if like, we had done this podcast probably about a year ago. But no, it was like until like the beginning of September this year that it ran till. But so like you can do like the normal thing or the rushed one for way too much money.
So much fucking
And
money.
we were in a tight situation where like we had to do the rushed one.
Ooh, shitty.
Yeah.
How much money did you pay for it?
I think it was like an extra at least $1,000.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I remember us all having to clear up about an even amount of it that wasn't a 50 amount. So
Yeah.
was it like 1,200?
Yeah, I'm not
Something
sure.
like
I
that.
think altogether, everything like our CFM memberships, which you need to have for a full 2018 and 2019 because it crossed over, and as well as the P2 fees and everything. I think it in total came to around $1,600 for 1 year, which
fucked.
is bad.
Just throw down 400 for shits
Yeah,
and
we're not
gigs.
we're not
Hopefully it
renewing
pays
until
back.
like we have like we have this tour and like we're ready to do a lot more stuff kind of like after it kind of thing, which probably won't be till next year anyway. So like we're just gonna write a lot in this time.
Much as we'd like to do it this year, but like the process, like the length of time to get them was. It was supposed to be like 6 weeks, wasn't it? But then it wasn't 6 weeks, and then they were like, "All right, just do the rush one." And our fucking our person who like our rep doing it was super cool and everything,
Yeah.
but
It was
the witch is
unclear
sick.
whether how long it was gonna take, and we had a deadline of like we needed to leave by a certain date. So.
Shitty.
Welcome back.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da.
All right. Sweet. I don't even know where we left off.
Wow.
Green
Where
Day.
were we?
The Green Day video.
Thank you.
And Fantano
Compliment in
falling
some
for it
places.
like a damn fool.
yeah, we went down a real big hole there.
Oh yeah.
Glad to be back at the top. What hole are we gonna go down this time, folks?
Whatever's available.
I
Let's
know.
I want
choose.
like a big black hole you could explore on a first date.
Wow.
Universe.
I
Help
learned
me, help
something.
It's like a
That's
look at the universe. It's like a new woman. I just want to take you home and explore you. You're dark and you're massive. You have a black hole.
Mightiest.
I just want to explore all those like you would on a new date.
I do this every night with yourself.
Every day I love that part.
Yeah. That's the
So
best
why are
line.
you in my backyard? Why are you dressed in all black? Why are you having this
Teaching
communication
your
with my
son about your universe.
On his wall. He
Swirls
shuts
like
off
a
my
comic.
light. I turn on my light. I make comet swirls on his wall. I do this every night with your son.
Welcome back.
Tell us what characters you have in your van.
I know
Oh, Christ.
that segment.
It looks like there's a new Tim Heidecker thing coming out soon.
It is.
Like it said soon, like in theaters. So I don't know if it's like a whole movie or not.
EP
But
coming soon.
it seems to be like it's like a thing where he's campaigning to be like a district attorney for like I don't know like
Yep.
San
The fuck
Bernardino or
is
something.
happening next
Yep.
door?
But like it's tied in with like the Tim Heidecker trials or something like that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That
he was-
dude is tripping.
I thought he was
Mr.
playing like some
America.
like Twilight Zone 80s reboot background music because
Nope,
that's
that's-
exactly what
Hey, that's
plays
it.
in
That's
the
our neighbor.
background music of the Twilight Zone 80s reboot.
The vibe I get from this,
Oh, it's a movie.
it's very like
Yeah.
Nathan For You, where people don't know that
Yeah.
he's a comedian,
Yeah.
and like I wonder how long until Tim has until he gets recognized. Like,
Well, this is
on
on Rolling Stone.
wow,
Did you guys watch Who Is America yet? Sacha Baron
absolutely,
Cohen?
yeah,
Yeah,
Sacha Baron.
but I've heard many great things.
I'm a bigger fan of it than anything he's done before. That's not saying much, but it is good, and it's the right direction for him.
Yeah.
Because it's not as like edgy as.
I enjoyed Borat for the time that it was released in.
And then
Yeah, it was
everybody
relevant.
ran it into
Yeah.
the
Yes.
ground.
Yeah.
And then
It was
people
enjoyment knowing
And
that
then-
it was wrong.
And then Bruno was like, okay, and then the
Oh.
dictator was like, okay.
I haven't seen The Dictator. Is it is
Yeah,
is
it's
it pro-
just
is there
all-
anything
it's
problematic or
pretty
anything?
like, yeah, it's
Why?
preachy, and there's no like, you know how Ali G and Borat is like, he's throwing his character into like the real world and seeing how people react to it. The Dictator is like a movie.
Yeah.
There's like a script, there's actors.
Okay.
It's the whole
It's not necessarily playing on like say like how Borat and Bruno was like exposing like racism and like homophobia in the States, whereas like The
Exactly.
Dictator was like a movie and it was still kind of edgy. Was it still edgy?
Exactly. No,
very
well, it was
edgy.
edgy.
Yeah.
It was like trying to make a point in terms of its edginess, but there wasn't really anybody like.
Yeah.
They didn't really seem like there was it.
Yeah, I
playing
just,
into
I
the
just thought it
real-
was like a lot of cheap jokes where it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
The Dictator
that's
gets-
funny for a 13-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah. The Dictator gets one piece of praise where praise is due for Sacha Baron Cohen specifically, that it had less rape jokes in it, which was a step in the right direction for him.
Of course.
But overall, not devoid of them, and that's kind of the problem.
yeah,
That's exactly the problem.
yeah. But Who Is
Just gotta give
America
him up.
kind of was definitely like
Yeah.
he played on like a
More
lot of
forward,
different
I would
characters and like went to like people of power and
The
just tried to, like,
variety. Yeah.
call them on their bullshit.
I like that. Yeah, I
That
like
was
I like
cool.
that a little more like forward approach.
Wasn't there a Bernie Sanders interaction as
Yeah,
well?
I think he did it with like Bernie Sanders. Which character was he doing with Bernie Sanders? Was it like the
The like guy with the stash, Dr. Billy Wayne Ruddock.
guy that was in like The Rascal?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Is he like
yeah.
Or
a
a veteran or
Republican
something like that?
kind of
I'm
guy,
not-
or
I'm not a veteran, nor am I disabled. I use it to conserve my finite energy.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So it was a right wing character, right? Yeah.
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 It is the truthbrary.com.
Truthbrary.
Rather than lie.
Oh my god.
It sounds like
I
a
haven't seen this one yet. I love that.
it's like an Infowars for
Wow.
something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you seen H3 riding their fucking scooter that they got, their mobility scooter?
Oh yeah, because they made a whole piece on like how scooter people are out of control. Because
Dude,
there's this
I've-
lady named like
Mobility
Mobility
Mary.
Mary, and there's like they're just showing like surveillance footage of like people on scooters that are like getting themselves into crazy situations. Like for example, one is like security footage of like a mall entrance and like someone's just kind of like walking out of a store, walking into something else, and then just the scooter person just like completely smokes them, breaks all the glass, and they just kind of like they get off their scooter, like kind of like move
What?
the
They get
scooter
off?
out of the way, and then they just kind of like drive
Keep on
off.
going.
Yeah.
If you go in the
Mobility
bathroom and turn all the lights off, and
Yeah.
if you go in the bathroom and turn all the lights off in the bathroom and you say "Mobility Mary" 3 times fast in the mirror, do you think like when you turn the lights on, you come and just get bowled over? Oh,
Yeah,
wow. I love this character. She can go so far
Your bathroom
on her
door,
rascal.
bathroom door gets like destroyed and like someone in a scooter comes in.
How do Rascals not have like
Mobility
an
Mary.
anti-plow feature where like if it
They should have a
Like,
plowing
hits-
feature.
Oh,
Like
they
you know how
should have-
trains
that's
have
a
like that
cow
thing?
catcher, a
Yeah,
cow catcher, yeah.
that little thing to move them off the front.
yeah.
Yeah, they should have that. You can make like utility mobility scooters. I would love that. Riding around like a little like cat anywhere you go. Like you know those tiny little ones you see in the road, like little
The Mini
little
X.
yeah, that little thing in the front. The little bulldozer or whatever in the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got ones for crushing. We got
Crushing
we
and
got
coming.
rascals for rushing.
Crush that.
Oh fuck.
Speaking of characters, tell us about
You're
the characters
one.
in your van.
Oh god.
List them.
Oh,
Characters in our band?
that's a-
In your van.
Van?
yeah.
We have,
Man?
we have
Like,
so many characters.
Bees.
Oh man,
Pete.
what about
Pimple
okay?
Pete?
Yeah, Pimple
Sup,
Pete.
Pimple Pete?
So Pete. Yeah. What Nana Mildred?
Oh, like Jeremy.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This
Yeah, are you
we
talking
have to
about like
organize-
inside jokes? Or
Inside
I
like,
have
jokes?
no idea. You were
We
just
wanna
saying,
be
like,
on the
you were
inside.
saying we should talk about that, and I'm bringing it up.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay, so
I don't know
Nana.
how serious I was
Nana
about
Mildred,
that, but all
that's a
right,
pretty
here
good
we go.
one.
Yeah, Nana.
Nana Mildred is kind of the main one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a big
she's
one.
recurring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us
And
the
Jeremy,
backstory.
her nephew
Yeah.
or whatever.
Nana
So
Mildred
life of
has a grandson named
Yeah.
Jeremy, and Jeremy helps Nana
Yeah.
in her day to day.
Yeah.
So like, for instance, like Nana Mildred owns she's very old, and she has this house that she's lived in forever. And so when Jeremy comes over, her grandson, she'll sometimes get Jeremy to like help with cooking or help with cleaning. And
the eavesdrop.
and so let's say the eavesdrops needs to be cleaned. So we have Nana being like, "Oh, Jeremy, the eavesdrops are so dirty. They haven't since my husband has died. Your grandfather, hasn't been able to clean the eavesdrops." So Jeremy will help clean the eavesdrops. It's like, "Okay, Jeremy, so I've prepared a bunch of antifreeze for you to clean the eavesdrops with." And so Jeremy, upon hearing that Nana Mildred wants to clean the eavesdrops with antifreeze, clearly he's confused. Clearly he's never heard of eavesdrops being cleaned with antifreeze. So he was like, "Nana, like what? When has Nana? When has anyone ever been cleaning eavesdrops with antifreeze? That's not the regular application
So,
for
like,
antifreeze."
A good parallel with this is, have you guys ever seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding? Like, you know how like the dad thinks Windex is like the cure for everything, so Nana Mildred thinks antifreeze is like just the all-in-one kind of cleaning solution for everything.
Not just cleaning solution, but just solution.
Yeah.
So
Antidote.
So imagine Jeremy staying at, say, he's young, he's 16. His parents don't like him. He's very irresponsible. So it's like, you need a babysitter, Jeremy. So Jeremy goes over to Nana Mildred's when like, you know, Jeremy's parents want to go to Niagara Falls for like a vacation or something, and so Jeremy's just stuck. He's reading his comic books at Nana Mildred's, and Nana Mildred's like, "Jeremy, would you like some spaghetti for dinner?" And Jeremy's just like, "Yeah, I guess, sure, I'll have some spaghetti, sure." And then she's like, "Ooh, I'll start boiling the antifreeze," and then she'll go into the kitchen and Nana, like, you boil water, not antifreeze, to make spaghetti, Nana. So just Nana's solution for everything is antifreeze. It's very poisonous, and yeah, you understand.
That's a character in our band.
That's a character in our
I
band.
wish we knew an animator who could just animate that story.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered having characters named anti-freeze, like an
Oh!
anti-freeze and antidote?
And Uncle Freeze.
You were saying
Freeze and Uncle Freeze and Antidote and Uncle Dote.
Are you antidote? 'Cause I'm Uncle Dote.
Are you anti-abortion?
Get
Because I'm
that stuff out of there.
Let's let those make a baby get rid of the damn
Oh, Eric! Shout out to Eric
You give
Andre.
abortion? What do I pay you for?
Oh my god.
Oh, too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I even
that'd be a
boost
good,
out
like,
ladies' morale?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Question.
It is.
We have lots of there's a lot, like, Nana's been consistent. We love Nana. We've
Yeah,
also
another
had
character.
Ray Romano.
Oh,
Sexually frustrated
Sexually
Ray
frustrated Ray Romano.
Ray
It's gonna be
Romano.
Yeah.
So it's essentially a Family Guy. It's a Family Guy cutaway gag.
Yeah.
So imagine any interaction.
Break it down first.
Almost Kobe.
So close, but not really.
So we have what were we talking about?
Sexually frustrated Ray Romano.
Thank you. so Ray. So it's like, imagine any excuse where like a wife just like, sorry, just like not tonight. You
Yeah.
know?
So Deborah's. It's
Deborah.
Yeah. It's not Ray Romano. It's Ray, like, Barone, right? Like in Everybody Loves Raymond. Is that his last name?
No,
I can't
I don't
remember.
know.
It is.
Is it?
Wait,
Okay,
wait,
good.
wait.
Yeah, so
you.
like
Thank you.
it's within the context of Deborah, because that's how we know Ray Romano.
Okay.
But like, so he's like, he's just like wondering. He's just like,
You wanna,
and she's like, no, Ray.
and he's like, oh yeah, me too. I'm tired. I'm tired.
And like,
yeah, I
but,
kind of
like,
have a headache
but,
too.
But like when they actually do it, he's pretty self-conscious, and he's like,
Was it good for you? Hey, it was great for me. Like, was it good for you?
but we haven't got much further than that.
Yeah.
Or like,
We're at a good place.
Doing good.
I think we tried to make it like a Family Guy cutaway gag one time, and it was like, it's like, Peter, like, stop being so insecure. You sound like a sexually frustrated Ray Romano. And then it just cuts to Ray and Deborah in bed, and he's like,
Was it good for you?
I kind of got a headache too.
Deb, you wanna push the beds together tonight?
Yeah, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Yeah, big lunch. No.
Parents keep coming over.
Oh my God.
You're there.
Yeah.
You know.
I hope that
Yeah.
got picked up on the
Yeah.
microphone.
Yeah, I hope so too.
We'll make it happen.
Adam, you need a mic, dude.
Alex.
Yeah, it's actually
Alex, stop it.
Don't shame him.
No.
Don't shame him.
Sometimes it's hard to say your own name.
That's true.
Dude, it's super weird to say your own name. When my girlfriend says my name and I say it back to her, she's always like, I'm sorry that I said your name, because it feels weird for both of us. It's like, because we've both worked customer service. If someone says your name, it feels like they're trying to remember it for a survey to, like, snitch on you for something you didn't do later. They go,
I'm sorry, what's your name?
yeah, exactly. Or they'll just be like, well, Adam, it's been great to be served by you. Have a great day. And you're like, that was so disingenuous. Why do you say my name? Get the fuck out of here. Don't type that in later. God damn it. There you go. Names are strange.
Names are strange.
My essence has no label.
Oh yeah, have you guys seen that video of Jack Black tripping on acid?
No, bring it up. I'm so down.
It's a
Jack
skit.
Black.
I love Jablinski games.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of
follow
like
it.
stopped watching it after like the first few episodes.
Yeah.
It was like
I can see
I
why
don't know
you
why I
would.
didn't though. I mean,
I just kept
never
going.
got his Delgado.
Well, like I was like when I was like 12 years old, Tenacious D Pick of Destiny was my life.
yeah.
Like there was nothing else I wanted to live for.
It was like
other
that
than-
or
well, that's,
School
that
of
sounds
Rock
morbid,
or
but
both.
Yeah, no, we know what you mean.
yeah. No, I just lived for the Pick of Destiny. I
So
had the
good.
box set. I had the Pick of
Yeah,
Destiny.
Did you use it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you down to do a Pick of Destiny night one of these nights? It's
Just like watch it. Oh yeah.
yes.
It's great.
Sweet ass leg of mine.
Oh yeah. Who was that? Because they
Tim Robbins.
yeah they
From
had
the Rock and Roll History Museum.
yeah they had so many good cameos.
Sick.
Oscar-winning Tim Robbins.
Wow.
Yeah. Wasn't
Stay there, I come over.
they? Yeah. Who else did they have?
Shawshank Redemption. Shut up.
Was Fred Armisen in it? I can't
Dude,
remember.
I can't handle that.
I,
That's
I
too
can't.
cool.
I can't remember.
No,
That-
Fred
I
Armisen
might have
is
just. I might have just
amazing.
made that up.
Yeah.
Charts. Amy Poehler at the diner with the black.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amy. I think that might have been what I was thinking.
You guys know Seaway.
Yeah. What about him? I
So
don't know them, but I
Seaway
know
got their
of them,
gear
yes.
stolen and they hung out at some comedy
Oh,
club or
yeah.
something. It doesn't matter where, but
did this
they
happen?
met Fred Armisen.
The drummer met.
And it was
Fred Armisen.
post their gear getting stolen. They met Fred Armisen, and Fred Armisen gave Seaway his drum kit. Coolest dude.
What?
Imagine-
Fucking story. I'm sure there's a few more
Yeah.
movie pieces than that in real life,
Yeah.
but like basically,
Yeah.
Fred
That is
Armisen
what
gave
happened.
Seaway
That is
his
what
fucking
happened.
drum
Yeah.
kit.
Wow.
So
Like-
cool.
Hey guys,
That's it.
you can have my drums, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't get that stolen.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that skit yet of, or that special yet of him like with the drums and he's like doing like a whole like comedy sketch about like him.
That
Like,
I
incorporated, like,
I
drums
did
and
enjoy
shit
it,
like
but I found it was a lot of stuff where it was like, huh, I'm a drummer, so I get it. you know?
Yeah.
So there was some funny stuff, but like there was a lot of stuff where it was just like drummers laughing almost to prove that they are.
It's a
actually
drummer thing.
drummers.
You wouldn't
It's a drummer
understand.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny because I understand.
Yeah.
It was
I
good.
get
It was
that.
good.
Yeah. No, his like Portlandia is fucking amazing.
Oh,
Put a
very
bird
good.
on it.
What's the skit with like Jack White in it, where it's like the studio guy, and he's like doing all like the typical like studio guy stuff, and it's pretty much like a supercut of him just in a chair turning like 180 and just like saying stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if I've seen it. I haven't watched Portlandia since it was on Netflix, which has
Yeah.
been a while.
Yeah, it's
But
been on U.S. Netflix for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Speaking of
taken-
Jack White, and Jablinski Games,
Ooh.
Jack Black and Jack White did a collab recently,
what?
where like they actually recorded a song together.
No
Jack
way.
Gray.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jack Gray.
that would-
That's
No, it's
commentary.
okay.
Yeah.
You're fine at it.
wow. Jack Gray.
F-Y-N-E or F-I-N-E?
With a Y and an I at the end.
Interesting combination.
Oh, yeah. So this would be a little thing we make a claim for. This is a little
Which,
bit fun, just a
Which
little
season
fun.
is this from?
Fall, I think.
all this bit is in every episode.
So I put the whole studio down here.
Oh, is this the same character that has the B-52s box set?
Great. These just kind of
I think so. And he's all about
Yeah.
he's all about pet sounds. He's all
Yeah.
about pet sounds.
Yeah.
amps. It's like 1962. Same kind of things on Pet Sounds.
That sounds.
Snap. Hear that clap? Not all the top quality stuff. You just need the top quality people. I just gotta track that one important artist, but it hasn't happened. It's a matter of getting people up there. You know what I mean? Effects, mics. I have this lamp brought in from Detroit.
Effects.
Got this from a studio in London, $4. They used to use these for some of the good mics on Pet Sounds, like Beatles type.
Oh my god. Chorus on vocals.
This echo chamber. These are the original keys used on Pet Sounds. Canyon, 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 canyon. The lounge looks a little bit like a mess, but I kind of set it up that way. And I have this just to kind of catch your hair as you go through. Sometimes I just daydream about like Brian Wilson coming down here. Oh, I can use these. This chair, got it from Electric Ladyland in New York. So when you talk to the band, like, how's it sound? What? That's the one. I wanted someone to just come in and dictate. And if they don't, I'm out of lot of cash.
Cute. The Jack White?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. That's a Neumann. My guy. Amps downstairs. Lance, here record.
Record.
We've got a short 58. $100, but you know how they sound.
Oh my god.
You know, a lot of stuff they used on Pet Sounds.
So good.
Oh god.
Oh, so good. Dude,
forgot-
Carrie Brownstein.
I
She's great.
forgot how good Portlandia is.
Yeah.
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 Like it.
Like the Nod store with Jeff Goldblum and like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I just love how the Jack
Oh, the
White
Nod
character
store,
like
I
doesn't
forgot
talk
about
and he just
that.
like gives like the nods. It's
Yeah.
like there's
Yeah.
no explanation as to
Canyon.
why he's there or anything like that.
Canyon.
Makes me wish that I lived in Portland and could
Mhm.
like fully appreciate the comedy.
Yeah, this show has definitely hyped Portland up to be something like this like mecca of. I'm sure.
Hipsterdom.
Like,
I think we're
Cool.
quoting the first episode of that just by saying that. But yeah,
Yeah.
the mecca of hipsterdom.
I also saw a documentary on Portland,
Yeah.
how it was like just like the kind of side of it where I don't know, just like the bad side of it and like all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
the kind of subculture of that where I don't know if it's like a subculture. I don't know what you would call it. You know what I mean?
The gentrification.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like all that kind of stuff because of that like effect and like
Right.
how it kind of became like this touristy spot for like
Oh, okay.
hipness.
Right.
And
It just
then-
kind of got oversaturated.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it just kind of like did some weird things to the economy.
I
Whoa,
see. I
true.
see.
Yeah.
We haven't been there before.
Really?
I'm sure. I hope we're there this year. I mean, in 2020, I hope we visit the West Coast and.
Yeah, I mean, like we
Then
did,
I
we did
will
the West
finally
Coast, but
be
we
at
didn't
home
really
with my
do
tiny
the.
hat.
Yes. Maybe you'll make it on the Tiny Hats of Portland blog.
Ooh, is
What
that a
the-
thing?
would that
I
be?
hope. Oh, they
Is
have
that a
regional.
thing?
They have regional tiny hat Instagram accounts. We have a Instagram account in Kitchener Waterloo called Tiny Hats KW. Are you on Tiny
Riley's
Hats?
been
Do you
featured.
guys run
Riley's
it,
been
or-
featured?
No,
You guys
No.
don't?
no.
And it's a
Who runs
mystery.
It is a secret.
Yeah, it's a mystery. Who runs the
Mystery.
who runs the account?
Yeah.
We've speculated who it might be.
Something
I
similar
have
on this
been-
side.
I
of
think
the
it might
fence.
be. I think it might be.
I have been spotted.
Haven't spotted.
I have been spotted. It was Yeah, it was very close. It was a very close up picture. It was, makes me wonder who might have possibly done it. Maybe I know, maybe I don't.
Maybe you don't. It was Don Peterman.
Oh,
Peter Donovan.
Peter Donovan.
Don Pederas.
I think it was Don. I think it was Don Peterman.
Oh, cut her ass. I barely don't know her ass.
Local music mogul, though. You should check him out. Great EPK guy.
Yeah, your EPKs will be so fresh after.
Yeah.
EPK.
yeah. Sonic Bids loves it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sonic Bids.
I
Oh
think
my
that's
God.
where Don got his starting
Yeah,
grounds.
I think that was his first EPK
experience,
debut
yeah,
was Sonic Bids.
Yeah.
That sounds like a supernova prize.
The first-
Supernova. Did you guys ever do those shows?
Oh,
Yeah,
Thankfully not.
That's where I got
No?
a fucking.
like ever in like your entire history of.
I didn't.
That's where
I know you
My
have.
first shows were with Courage My Love. They were Supernova shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
100%. Yeah.
They based for it.
It wasn't their dad, but
What? Someone told me it was
it wasn't their dad.
What?
Hey,
Oh,
some
Adam's
dads are
life
not
is
their
fucked
dad.
now.
Hey, this is just like the time.
This is
when
like
they-
shattering.
where Someone told my girlfriend that
shit.
the keyboard player in this one band was pregnant, so that she couldn't drink.
Wow.
And so someone's all like, "Why aren't you drinking?" And my girlfriend went, "Oh, she's pregnant." She's like, "I'm not pregnant. It's just like that."
Yeah.
Some
Oh.
weird person tells you some speculation
Unbelievable.
about someone on stage.
Oh,
and
Yeah.
it's just
shit.
like, that must be true then.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. 515 rumor. No, not
Lied
515.
to.
The gig rumor mill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people have you lied to?
Everyone I've ever met, at least. And people I haven't met yet.
I like that. That's a nice
Like
approach.
you, Patrick.
I like you too, Alex.
No! Stop it! It didn't happen.
The next meeting.
I can't believe. Oh,
The next
fuck.
board meeting. The next town hall.
Town Hall of Adams.
I'm the
They're
Town
not
Hall
even
of
gonna let you
Adams.
in, man.
You can't trust Adams. They make up everything.
Yeah. You're only allowed in the Alex town hall meetings now.
Yeah, those ones never actually existed. So
Yeah.
They just talk about how cool it is that they have an X in their name.
yeah, exactly. And then nothing rhymes with their name.
Yeah.
What?
Balance.
I can't think of one.
Italics.
Just sex.
Italian.
Yeah, I guess that works.
I guess the
Damn,
sex just
well done.
works.
Are you in
Yeah.
Death Grips?
I'm into specifications.
Yeah.
Death Grip sounds sick.
Let's really paint the picture there.
What are you saying about Death Grip?
Death Grip sounds sick, and then I didn't say anything because that was the point.
Thank you.
Death Grip sounds sick.
Ben,
Death Grip sounds
you
sick.
are the romancer authority on Death Grips.
Death Grips.
You love Death Grips.
sounds sick.
What's your favorite Death Grip song?
Get.
That's fucked up to ask.
I
man.
don't know how much clearer I can be
Got.
on this. Death Grips sounds sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you pick a song.
No, you don't.
Favorite Death Grips album, Benny?
Okay, all right. I'm
Money Store or no?
Money
No.
Store.
Extra Military?
ex-military is
No Love Deep
probably close second. No Love Deep Web is
Yeah.
definitely my first up. Government Plates close third, just because it's so weird. And yeah,
Snitch
so
of the year.
yeah, okay, like
That was
like
a weird one.
that. Okay, it's certainly like more like way out in left field. And I think like I just am trying harder to get it than I did like with the older stuff, but maybe that's just me not
The
being
songs,
as in touch with it anymore.
yeah,
And that's
I
that
just find
sucks.
the
It's a
songs
shitty feeling
weren't
to have.
as hard hitting as the previous albums.
Maybe not, right? I think it's more them like I don't know, right? I haven't given it the time it deserves, right? Same with like On the Moon too, right? I didn't really give it the time it deserves. And what was that one album with Jenny Death When?
Oh yeah, yeah,
The Runway one.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Fucking on the overall, the big takeaway from this is Death Grip sounds sick.
Have you listened to Zach Hill's solo stuff?
I have not, but I've heard it's really cool.
It
I hear
is
really good stuff about
fucking
it.
Could you compare it
crazy.
to anything? Zach
Didn't, like,
Hill's?
drum
Death
was
Grips.
pretty
Death
good.
Grips.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, it just sounds pretty much like
Well,
Death Grips.
Yeah.
What's Zach Hill's role? Is he like kind of like behind the DAW? Is he like behind the
He's like-
He
computer a lot?
helps produce.
Yeah, I
he
think it's like
drums,
beat production and
obviously.
drums.
Deep
He,
production?
he plays drums on,
Makes
on it
sense.
too, yeah. And then I think
Does
he also
vocals.
just pulls a bunch of samples too. If that's
Yeah.
not what I'm.
I
But
think
it's
they've
cool.
got the
Mistaken about.
sampler guy.
They did a collab with, I don't know, this might be wrong. Is it Tool? Like they did
That's
some
what
weird
did.
band.
Wow.
I like
What?
All
your
right, let's
reaction
pull up
makes
the
me doubt
Carfax.
it immediately.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
pull up the internet. You guys just continue on, and I will figure it out.
Well, let's continue.
Tool
on.
and Death Grips?
No, don't. Don't.
It's
even,
okay. It's okay.
Don't even like. Yeah.
Don't sweat it.
Don't even roll with that. I'm probably wrong.
Ian's
finding that-
texting
So
everybody.
okay,
Okay,
so
so-
you're onto something. There's
Yo, their bassist might be on.
maybe like Pussifer, if anything. If it's like a Maynard.
Yo, here we go.
Oh,
it looks like you
Tell
did
us.
some session based
Wow.
stuff.
that's sick.
Oh, okay.
Well, they had Les Claypool on a song too, right?
That's
More than the
cool.
Ferry, yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
That's a really cool-
So cool, and that track was great.
What?
I just okay. Here,
We love
What is it?
Romancer
Here's a-
loves
Here's a-
Primus.
here's a
Yes.
here's a
It's
headline.
on,
Death Grips are apparently working on new music with Shrek director Andrew Adamson.
Okay.
all right.
This is from a
guys,
year ago,
pack it
so-
up, go
Alright.
home. We can't top. You'll never
Yeah.
be able to top anything else.
We're
in
done.
your
Death
life.
Grips
here.
directed by
Romancer's
Shrek.
over.
Yeah.
You heard it here
What
first.
is going on?
Bjork
Wow.
confirms Death Grips collab.
Oh,
Have you seen the picture of them with
samples were already
Beyonce?
on a bunch of their stuff, like, you know,
Death
the
Grips and
song-
Beyonce.
Have a sad
What?
song,
Yeah,
baby.
I'll show you the
Yeah.
picture.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Bjork.
entirely Bjork samples played on drums.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nice. Very cool.
It's cool how Zach Hill doesn't play with like cymbals. He plays with like just like toms and snare and kick.
That's like
Ooh.
the best track off of On the
It's
Moon.
like super primitive, and then people thought he was like the newest member of Slipknot, like the Tortilla Man, because there was a shot
There's-
of backstage of him like holding like a mannequin head with like up the Tortilla Man like mask, and like he was just kind of like
Okay.
holding it like backstage, like talking to somebody. So everyone's like, he's Tortilla Man because Zach Hill also plays drums without.
Yeah.
Tortilla Man also playing drums in Slipknot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's playing like the toms, like
Yeah,
not the
he-
keg,
he-
Yeah.
not
he's
the
the
drums, but
latest
like
member.
the
Not the
toms.
trash can.
Yeah, not the
Slipknot.
trash can, not the drums, but like the toms with like the mallets and shit. Yeah,
Is that the? Is that
Yeah,
the-
they haven't figured out who Tortilla Man is.
They-
Oh,
I think
Robert
they-
Pattinson.
they've gotten closer to it.
Have they?
Yeah, it's
Steph-
like
So I
remember
some
they-
multi-instrumental.
Rob-
They-
so we're looking at
I
Robert
remember they were really
Pattinson.
close,
Wow,
but then
we-
they denied it.
and MC Ride
This
and
is-
Beyonce in the same picture.
In my life, in 24 years of this
Yeah,
life,
that guy.
Fucking
I
weird.
didn't
Yeah,
think
that
I
guy,
would
that
see
guy.
this.
Yeah.
I didn't think this would happen, and I'm happy that it did.
Wait, what?
Wow. Look,
Zach Hill right beside Beyonce.
the more
yeah.
I look
That's
at it,
Robert
the more
Pattinson.
wild
Robert
it.
Pattinson and who's the guy beside him? Between
McDreamy.
Zach.
no between
Oh, dude.
Robert
McDreamy?
Pattinson and what's the guy's called? MC Ride.
Stephen Burnett, but
That's not Beyonce.
That is Beyonce.
that is Beyonce.
That's
Yeah.
Bay once.
Bay once.
Bay once. Wow.
That's Beyonce.
Fool Bay once. Shame on you.
Full Bay twice.
Twice.
Shame on Bay.
Shame on
Wild. Yo,
What
Adam,
a
I,
nice
comfortable.
photo. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's
stoked
all
to
she
watch
should
the
be. They're
Lighthouse
great
so
people.
bad.
Yeah.
So much.
Oh, the lighthouse.
I'm stoked.
Crazy.
Like what a photo.
Yeah.
Iconic.
That's kind of like the photo of like Jack Black with like Buckethead and Bootsy Collins.
Yeah.
And I think there's somebody else in there.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Benny
seen that
loves
one?
Bootsy
Love
Collins.
that one?
Benny does love Bootsy Collins.
Yeah.
Have you heard his?
I remember I wanted that.
Where are you
wand
going with
remake
that?
For so long that
Did I say Wolfpack?
what was that?
Have
Bootsy
you heard
Collins.
the Bootsy Collins song with Wolfpack?
I feel like I
Haven't.
have.
What?
Sounds
It's
groovy.
called Captain Hook. It's lit.
Yeah.
Corey Wong did a new song.
Cue it up, baby.
I saw
was
that
like,
there was a new music
I'm
video,
gonna get a
right?
real job or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
I saw that.
And it's like very like, it reminds me of like a very like Muppetsy movie where he's like kind of like you know
Okay.
fake like flying through the air and like soaring at the camera and like singing
What-
at it.
what's
and
his-
shit like that. You know,
what's-
he like
what's-
lands like floating like on the chair and then it's like in the next scene like
Yeah.
singing the next part of
Running
the song.
forward.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
totally green screened out.
What's his like banger song that like it's like the
I'd rather be with you.
No,
That's a good one.
it's really good.
Oh yeah, Kiss.
Wait, you're talking about
I
Bootsy,
love
right?
Kiss.
The song itself, Corey Wong, is quite good.
Light as anything. That's probably the one I'm thinking of.
It even sounds Kermit the Froggy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Halfway down the stairs.
It totally is. Dude, I swear I've heard the song in the Muppets before. Actually, now to come to think of it.
You're all earthlings spinning around the sun.
I really wish Adam had a Alex had a microphone this episode.
Fucking
Oh,
Alex.
you already blew his cover, so.
VHS, by the way. We are all earthlings
What was that? Muppets in Space or something?
spinning around.
Muppets in space.
I love you, Corey. You don't actually sound like Kermit.
Yeah, I know. He sounds great. This is like a dope song. This is like. I don't know. It's just super feel good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Were you so good at guitar, Corey? Don't do that.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Why'd you get a real job?
Look at him go.
Oh my god. That's
Do
Muppety.
you see like that the mannequin hand like holding it? Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't laugh, Riley. This is how you go to work every day. But without the tie because you're a developer. And it's hip.
Oh. Oh.
Nice.
I'd fucking go to a
Yes.
real job if I'm tripping like that on my way every day.
Corey.
Oh yeah, here we go.
It's like the band we saw last night.
Did you guys see
I
last
wonder
night?
who that band was.
Saw a band last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at Belmont Festival,
Oh, yeah.
like just down the
shit, I'm
street.
trying to remember
There was
what the
a it was a
banner said.
there was a band, and it's like the vote. They were like like a 6, 7, 8 piece band. Had like a horn section, you know, had guitar,
Basically
bass, drums,
all-
vocals.
Yeah.
There was one. They had a male and a female vocalist, in which the male vocalist, when he sung, sounded like Zach from Rage Against the Machine.
Wild.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like really
And the girl looked like she was 12 and 45.
at the same time.
Link me this band.
That's quite the age difference.
Yeah.
13 or 30, it's called.
13 or 30 on that subreddit.
This video's great.
Yeah.
Song could put you to sleep.
I feel like I
Yes,
could.
in a
I feel
good
like I
way,
could
not
watch
in
it
a
in
bad
like a Pixar movie. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. It's very
It's like I could
Disney.
See, yeah, see it in like Toy Story or like something like that.
It's got those major twos. Got
It's
those
major twos.
got those major twos, you know.
Mm. You like making major tools?
Well,
Wow. A real job.
it's
One of
Did
these
a real
days,
good
guys.
job on that song.
Mm-hmm.
Corey
Yeah.
Wong? More like Corey Wright.
yes.
Wow.
He did great.
Sure.
All right.
Doesn't even take
Feels
one
good.
Wong to know that he's right.
You are the best.
One
Wow.
Wong doesn't make a right, but 3 do.
Yes. There it is.
It's just mathematics.
It's true.
All right, so it's like 10:47.
Sure
As-
it
You guys
is.
got it?
We've
got
covered
any,
a wide range of topics today.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also not a lot.
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
It's
we
fine.
didn't
It's
talk
been a
about
good.
shit.
It's been a good vibe. It's been a
Cool.
just like
Yeah.
also.
This
I'm
is
glad you guys are.
Yeah.
doing it. Is there anything you guys want to like
I had a great time.
plug before?
Plug?
Hope Fest.
Hope
Yeah,
Fest.
before- yeah.
Hope Fest. Just go.
Yeah.
If
just
that
go
has not
there.
already been previously mentioned on this podcast, but I'm sure it has been,
Yes.
come to Hope Fest.
No, don't come to Hope Fest. Go to Hope Fest.
attend it.
Right.
Attend it.
Yeah, attend. Be a participant
I
in the
really-
festival.
No, not what you're saying, but
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah. Not what you're saying, but do what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's a new song coming out soon,
Ooh.
but we
That's a
can't
thing.
tell you when. But
I
there's
did
a
see
new
some footage
song,
of some recording going on.
a super recent. Yeah.
Is it coming out
Can you
of
tell
the
us if
past
it's
or
for
the
just a
future?
single or if it's for more?
We'll say that it's
Yes.
a single.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell you
that
what,
it's
if you want to listen to it so bad, just come to come to Hope Fest with a camera,
Yeah.
and then you get to store on your phone and listen to it over and over again.
Yeah.
You love it.
For your help.
You love this shit.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been beautiful.
It's been beautiful, yeah. It's been a magical evening.
I love the time
Agreed.
that we've had here. I've had the
Best
best
Sunday I've
time.
had in a while.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is.
This is better than church, guys. So
I mean,
thanks.
Tuesday.
Well, that means
This
a lot.
wasn't pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, this is better than the church we go to on
afternoon.
Tuesdays. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, fist the bell.
Or your own.
Fist your own.
Wow.
Thank you. We're signing off.
Say fist the bell.
Fist those close.
See ya, see ya, see ya, see ya, see ya, see ya, see ya,
See ya, bye.
see ya, 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 see ya.
Actually, I got a few more things to talk about.
See ya, see ya.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
3, a 2.
Bye, 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 bye.
Listen,